Drinking pure water, breathing pure air, eating pure food. It's not processed, it's not adulterated, it's not genetically modified, it's what we know to eat. And you sleep well and have great relationships with people, are you going to have abundant energy? You're likely going to have abundant energy.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with that abundant energy? Are you just going to sit on the couch with your abundant energy? Or are you going to go out and do something?
No, you're going to naturally end up being active.
Yes.
Doing something.
Exercise is a byproduct of good health. It doesn't go the other direction. Exercise doesn't create good health. In fact, it creates more deficiencies if you don't have a good diet. And that's why these triathletes and stuff get into trouble and end up having a heart attack. So these high-performance athletes, when they're young, they can repair fast enough, but we now know that you don't give NSAIDs or non-steroidal anti-inflammatories like the popular pain medication over the counter to an athlete.
Wow.
Because every time they do something to tear down their body and they have an inflammatory process, that inflammatory process is intelligent design by the body to bring in nutrients and heal that tissue that is now inflamed. You don't want to stop that process. So we've known since the early 90s that you don't do that. And so most professional athletes, you'll never find a doctor that's theirs that's ever going to recommend that they take Tylenol or something like that. They're just not going to do it because they know better. And here you have the quintessential, the peak of it, where they got so good at figuring out how to stop that process, that Vioxx hit the market, and then within a year, people had sued the company that created Vioxx because it had killed more than 50,000 people due to heart attack.
Oh my goodness.
And so why did it kill 50,000 people due to heart attack when it was for pain and inflammation?
Because it just makes you
guess what the heart does all day long? It's abusive to itself because it works constantly. It can never take a break. So it's constantly tearing down. Well, it creates little inflammatory processes, but it immediately heals. At night, we go in a nice circadian rhythm with a nice deep sleep, and these rhythms now help our heart heal. And so if we don't sleep well, we don't help the heart heal.
You bring that up, and I think of and how many people who are needing help with, like, they have sleep apnea.
Yes.
And that's pretty recent. Isn't it the diagnosis of individuals that suffer from that?
Yeah.
And so I had read an article not very long ago at the different things that it affects in your organs, and of course heart was definitely one of them, because people stopping breathing and then the adrenals are going and all of that. So how important is it for people who have been diagnosed to suck it up, buttercup, and get on the scuba gear,
Sure. Get on the scuba gear.
Oh, have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen it?
What?
The
CPAP?
Yes, the stuff you have to put on either your nose or your mouth. You're kind of...
No, I haven't. Never.
Yes, you have. I know that you have. So, and that you should be using it every night.
I do.
So,
Thank you. Yes, since 2003.
Okay, so...
But why did we go there?
Because I think that... I know a lot of people... I actually know several people that have been diagnosed with sleep apnea.
Sure.
That they don't wear the mask. They don't utilize that. And they just say, oh, I just can't because I don't want something on my nose. And I think to myself, this is... But your heart is stopping and you're gasping for air. Aren't you actually being like almost electrocuted? With the adrenal pumping, bursting adrenal or adrenaline in your heart. No, okay, I'm not looking at you right now, Mr. Lee.
There's a lot of mechanisms at play there, yes.
Okay, so I don't know what all they are, but...
And we can say that, hey, we're looking at an end-stage neurologic disorder, because the medulla oblongata, which is controlling breathing, is not doing its job.
See,
and so it's also not doing the heart's job. And so is it electrical coming from the heart back up to the medulla oblongata, down to the lungs? What's the mechanism? We don't quite know or understand yet. There's a lot of theories out there, but we do know that inflammation plays a huge part in it. It's just how much inflammation is on your body. How much are you affecting all those systems? Is there infection going on too, which is probably hugely likely. It's a certainty in my mind, but we'll just say it's incredibly likely that there's also infections going on in different places that may be also related to it. as I've worked on clients with that. But as we work with folks to correct diet and correct inflammation, and they stop putting so much inflammation in their body by a low inflammatory diet, we now end up seeing a heart that now begins to function better and much more smoothly. We see lungs that don't have much pressure on them. So now we have this ease coming back into the system and healing like it's supposed to, like it's designed to. This is a very elegant system called the body that we live in that really knows what to do. I mean, we don't think about it hardly ever, but yet here it's doing all these magnificent things that we don't give it a whole lot of credit for, or realize that we need to take care of maybe a little bit better. But I digress. That's kind of the nature of where we are.
What about when most diagnoses of heart patients that have heart problems, they always put them on a low dosage of like Bayer aspirin, for instance. Is that good or is that bad in your mind?
It's been shown time and time again, research-wise, that it has pretty much no efficacy. It does nothing.
Does nothing.
Why are we taking it?
There's something powerful about people putting a pill in their mouth and drinking it down. That placebo effect is the most powerful thing we've ever found on the planet. And in fact, it's the one thing that most drugs have to outperform in order to be okayed for market use. And it's hard to outperform the placebo. You give somebody something and tell them it's for headaches and it's just a sugar pill, it will help probably 40% of the people. And yet...
Wow.
Isn't that something?
I don't know. We now thought that you could not tell somebody that they were taking a placebo. But now they actually prescribe placebos. We're going to give you a pill, does nothing, but we just want you to take it.
Well, that makes sense. I had a few doctors like that in my time, yeah.
They do placebo surgeries now. They will cut on somebody, sew it back up, like for shoulder surgery. Don't even do anything, just cut the skin, sew it back up. Tell the person they had a shoulder surgery and they feel better.
Okay.
Really?
So, I could do a lobotomy on you.
No.
Yeah, and you'd feel better.
No, I would know.
You would know.
Yeah. You've already given me your game plan. You suck at war. This is why he's not a general.
I just wanted to practice. I got this at-home lobotomy kit for Christmas, and I just wanted to try it.
Here's the problem with surgeries. Just to say, do I really believe in sham surgeries or placebo surgeries? I mean, when you cut the skin, are you not cutting the nerve that goes to that area?
Sure.
You are. You're stimulating it in some way, so it is doing something.
Sure.
Is it awakening it to the healing process? Yeah, I think it is. So could you call it a placebo surgery? I don't think you can, but they do, even though they don't do anything reparative or restorative to whatever they're working on.
But they charge you for it.
Yes.
They charge you for it.
Cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Liposuction.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're gonna go ahead and ask Bill to get his lips plumped.
Well, thank you so much. We're running out of time now, thank heavens. I wouldn't want to go on with this conversation much longer with Candace.
Actually, I want to say this, and that is... That,
well, you can have the last word. How's that?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Please carry on.
Thank you.
The audience is getting older by the minute, so please carry on.
Don't talk about yourself.
Please just go ahead.
You always bring in such fascinating information, and I always walk away from the conversations thinking, oh my gosh, I just need to do better. So if we've got a listener out there that just needs to do better, how do they contact you?
They can contact me at my office, which the phone number there is 360-893-8586. And if they want to email me questions, they can do that too at Chiroman, CHIROMAN, @dr.com, like doctor.com. And I will respond. They can even call me personally or text me. I'm happy to have them do that at 253-988-8769. But please tell me who you are and where you heard me and what your question is. People will text me, and I get this often, and hey, I heard you speak, and if this is that, I'm like, who are you? So please tell me your name. That really is helpful. And, we can dialogue about what to do. I have patients out of state that we just do phone conferences with, or Skypes, or in-house. However you wish to do it is fine with me. We'll help you as little or as much on your health journey as you wish.
So, I would suggest, did you get that number down? Did you write that down, Candace? Because you are really in need, believe me. Okay.
I love Dr. Munson, and I think he's such a huge resource. I'm grateful that you're in our community making us healthier.
Thank you.
I am grateful that you're such a vast resource of knowledge, and I mean, it's taken you a lifetime.
Yes.
And so I appreciate your life. I have huge respect for each day that you're roaming around planet Earth, helping us to live a better life. So, yes, I go see Dr. Munson. I love him.
Well, wonderful. And will you
You
do
should,
the case
you should
study?
go see him too.
Okay, well, this is the conclusion of the show.
You're the case study,
I'm
Bill.
going to fire up the car now and head to Dr. Munson's office because Candace told me I should be there. Yes. We had a lot of fun today. We had a lot of good entertainment, and I think a lot of good information about health. Healthcare is so important. So I tell you what I want you to do. If you have any questions about the show or how to get a hold of Dr. Munson, give us an email at yourdisruptor, Tor, at gmail.com. Candace, it's always a pleasure not to work with you, as usual.
Don't make me pierce your ear.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day and keep on
Thanks for being on the show.
smiling.
I can't wait to be Pierce next time.